Hello and welcome. Now for the whole of 2020 I'm attempting a no buy / low buy. Now this is my update for July. You probably already know the drill, but if you don't, we're going to talk about how much I made, how much I spent, and what were the categories I did all my spending in, how much I was able to save during the month. I'm also going to share with you all the new things I have brought into my life, and also going to share with you the products I've used up during the month. So let's just jump straight in. I have 4 items I've used up. This bottle I will be keeping, but I just finished using the avocado oil that was in it, but it is a perfect travel size container, although I don't think I'll be doing any traveling anytime soon, unfortunately, but I will just be keeping the bottle in case that hopefully happens at some point. The next is just a toothbrush that I have finished using because it no longer effectively cleans my teeth. The next is a little container. It had tooth powder in it, like toothpaste. I don't think I'll be repurchasing it, but I am going to keep the container because it is perfect size for spices that I can get from the bulk store. A concealer that I've had for 2.5 years. I'm ashamed to admit that I used it for way too long, but I did finally find a new one and replace it. So yeah, I'm very glad that I'm not be putting this on my face anymore because it is officially finished and I have a good replacement. All the new things. So the first is this. It is just like a face oil that actually is a gift. It was a gift from a friend who got it from a friend. But yeah, I don't know. I thought I'd give it a go just because I've seen this advertised quite a bit online and wanted to test it out. So, and I like face oils as a good moisturizer. The next things I got were all items I purchased myself. So that was a gift. Everything else you're going to see I purchased and paid for. The first is this, which is rose hip oil. It's usually what I would use as face moisturizer. I just put a little bit of a myrrh essential oil in there. Use it every night. Super hydration, super lush, very much like it. So I just repurchased that because the one I have is going to run out soon. Deodorant, I don't know. It's the one I have is going to run out soon, so I got a new deodorant. I have some iron tablets, which are the ones I always get. Just when, yeah, I don't consistently take iron, but when I feel like I need that extra boost, or yeah, I just don't seem to have the right amount of energy to get through the day. The next is this, which was a shampoo bar. I've already used it several times. My friend used it. Both of our hair gets very, very oily like after this first or second day. So I won't be using it as a shampoo bar, but instead of wasting it, I'm going to try and use it up just as like hand soap when washing hands. The next is 2 makeup items. One is an eyeliner and the other is the replacement concealer that I finally got. They're from Mecca. They're the home brand, so they were quite cheap compared to the other products that are in the makeup store. And I definitely learnt that price doesn't reflect the product and what your need is when it comes to a specific product, because I tried so many different concealers. Some were like in the 40s and 50s and 60s range, and this one was in $22 and it was like the best one and the cheapest one and fitted exactly what I needed. So it's not about the dollar price, it's what you actually need and what something can do for you. So anyway, I got those 2 items. These, which is just refill for my favorite pen. They're just like pen refills, but I picked up a bunch all at once because I don't know, it just, the store's quite far away, so I thought while I'm here I might as well get them, and they will be used eventually. The next is this, which is just avocado oil. I use it as my body moisturizer. I much prefer avocado oil over olive oil or coconut oil because those 2 oils are very thick. I feel like once you put them on, you just feel super sticky and you don't want to touch anything. But avocado oil I find is a lot lighter and it absorbs much faster into my skin. I have this, which is like a little white out pen thing. I actually bought it to help fix my friend's paperwork stuff that she was trying to deal with. It's very wasteful. I don't think I will ever repurchase this again, but I have been using it in my bullet journal because yeah, I have it now, so I might as well use it. Yeah. And the last thing that I purchased this month, I splurged. I treated myself quite kindly this month, and I spent a lot of money on lingerie. It's from a company called Honey Birdette. I just fell in love with the collection that they released. I really wanted the products, and I have another lingerie set that I got from them previously last year, and these things all really mix and match nicely. So I really love things when they're like cohesive and match and look consistent, and all the different pieces I can wear together and separate, and it was just very nice, and I just couldn't say no, and I really did want to just treat myself. So yeah, and I think for those of you who have been watching consistently, I think it's quite clear that I'm not doing a no buy. There have been some categories that I set, like that I mentioned or set the intention to not buy anything, that I haven't bought anything in when I first decided to do this challenge, but I have been working more in the lines or guidelines within a low buy rather than a no buy, and I think that is kind of to do with trying to find my own personal balance. But also I set this challenge and this intention in January. A lot has changed since then, and I think I've just been able to kind of go with the motions a bit, and I do know for a fact that I've not bought a lot of things that I definitely would have been if I wasn't doing this challenge, and I have limited myself in lots of different areas, but I haven't been very, very strict. I've been more in a low buy mindset of just getting the things that I really feel like are essential, or that I really will get that benefit or that reward of purchasing and yeah, getting a lot of use out of. So everything that I have gotten has been intentional and has been used, and I have been very transparent. Every single item I have purchased, I have shown you on the channel throughout these updates. But yeah, I think it just makes more sense that I call this a low buy, because that is ultimately what it really has become rather than a no buy. But yeah, anyway, moving on, let's talk about the money. So month of July, I made a total of $7,763.55. I spent a total of $2,244.20. That gives me a grand total savings of $5,519.33. Yeah, I obviously have spent less this month than I did last month, but in compared to April and May, where I was in that $800 mark, I've obviously spent quite a bit more than I usually would. So let's break it down. We've got gas for $243.62. Just usually I spend maybe like $60 less than that, $80 less than that. However, I did fill up one of my friend's tanks when we went hiking. We drove several hours to go to the Border Ranges National Park, and his tank is a lot bigger than mine, so I think that was like $60. And yeah, I did fill up my other friend's car because she was driving me around a lot. So yeah, little things like that just added that extra compared to what would be normal for me. $276.71 was for groceries. That was more than usual because I do have my friend living with me, and I think when I'm just by myself, I will cook very basic things, but because we've been together, we obviously have been like splitting groceries, but yeah, we've just been doing more fun things like eggplant parmigiana, or like testing out some new fancy cheese, or just like treating ourselves in different areas where I think if I was by myself, I just wouldn't really do that. The next big area of spendings was $275.07 on eating out with friends, and that is partly to do with my friend living with me. Yeah, we'll be hanging out and we'll just look at each other and be like, sushi? And then we'll go get it. So I think that's the same thing as I'm quite an inside, do my own thing, relaxing kind of person. And I don't go out and eat by myself ever. But if I have a friend around, I have that motivation and we do go out more. So I did spend quite a bit. And also one of our good friends has come up from Melbourne to be with us as well. So we've been all of us going out more and spending more money. The next was the things category. I spent $606.02. $480 was on lingerie. And then all the other products that I showed you, everything was less than $20, but obviously it's a lot of different little cosmetic items that I showed you, so it all sort of adds up. I spent $35 on my pussycat food and litter for her. Bills was $495. If you watched my last update, you'll know that I am now paying rent, and I have back paid rent from when I first moved in, just to help my mum out and just have a bit more of an adult relationship instead of being a total freeloader. I'm now doing a small contribution. So I pay $100 every Monday, so there was 4 Mondays this month, so that's $400, $70 on internet and $25 on phone. gifts and experience category, I spent a total of $245.60. Now, $100 I sent to my friend in South Africa just to help him out because he was having, a bit of a hard time financially. It's because of the pandemic and losing his job. I spent $35 in total on different movie tickets throughout the month. I spent $86.60 on takeaway Indian food that I brought to my dad for his birthday, and I spent $24 on postage because I sent Small Decisions her tea off. And also thank you to all those lovely people who did go and check out her channel. She did get quite a few new subscribers, and yeah, it's just, I love seeing someone's channel grow, and it's just really nice that people were able to do that and come from my channel to hers, so appreciation for that. And then I spent $18 on miscellaneous. It was just beer, I think, for the mechanic who helped me out when my car was making weird noises or something like that. And then I spent $45.20 on eating out with my client. I make a difference between eating out with friends and eating out with work, and I did do a few sleepover shifts, which is when I usually spend more money when I'm out working, because usually I'll just bring my lunch every single day to work. So yeah, anyway, that's everything. That's all the updates I have to tell you. If you would like to share with me how you're going in the comments below, I always appreciate hearing about it. Yeah, I hope you enjoyed this update. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye!